Leaders in Washington have just 2 more days to find funding for SNAP benefits before it leaves millions of people without food assistance. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Mary Grace Rice. Food banks nationwide are already ramping up operations in preparation for a surge in demand, and locally, the United Way of Greater St. Joseph is doing its part to help those who have been affected by the potential SNAP benefit suspension. KQ2's Zachary Scott has more on United Way's Caring Connection.
The United Way of Greater St. Joseph hosted multiple volunteers to make meal kits for those affected by the suspension of SNAP benefits. United Way is putting their foot forward to help those affected by a potential SNAP suspension by making 300 meal kits with the help of multiple volunteers, with more who are willing to help if needed.
We were thrilled with the number, so we limited the number of volunteers to 40 today and 40 on Friday just to try to keep some level of organization going. And we have over 120 who've signed up, so there's more than 40 on a waiting list saying, holler at me if you need help on a different day.
United Way of Greater St. Joseph President Kylie Stroud appreciates the volunteers for their willingness to help even when they're not directly affected.
I think it's a huge testament that shows people want to help their friends and neighbors, and they're willing to take action to do so. How can I help? How can I make a difference when these issues are caused at levels that we maybe aren't very directly connected to?
Stroud hopes that talking to the United Way board will allow the organization to make more meal kits to give to those who need it.
I do plan to appeal to our board and say, how do you feel about allocating a few thousand more dollars so that we can make more meal kits? Because what we're hearing from agencies is that they need these. Their clients are stressed about what's going to happen in November.
There are 13 agencies the meal kits will be distributed to. The United Way will be disclosing what agencies will have the meal kits on their social media pages.
Now, keep in mind, we only packed 600, and it's thousands of people who are seeing a reduction in SNAP benefits. But we will share who we shared the meal kits with. So if you've got a connection to one of those agencies, you may be able to see if you can get one.
The United Way of Greater St. Joseph is hosting another Caring Connection of volunteering opportunity on October 31st from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at their headquarters on South 5th Street. Reporting in St. Joseph, Zachary Scott, KQ2 News.
Some 42 million Americans are set to lose food assistance benefits through SNAP. Food banks nationwide already seeing a surge in demand. 25 states plus Washington, D.C. are suing the Trump administration for refusing to use emergency funds to protect SNAP. Thanks, Mike. Local business leaders in St. Joseph are quickly preparing business strategies in preparation for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Business leaders met at the Fulkerson Center at Missouri Western State University to develop new strategies for the incoming World Cup crowds. With St. Joseph being close to Kansas City, the World Cup audience is expected to filter into St. Joseph, and business leaders planning new ways to bring in the World Cup crowd. Speaker and CEO of Segura Marketing, Nicholas Segura, says that local businesses need to prepare soon to make sure they develop the relationship with visitors before it's too late.
St. Joseph businesses should really start thinking about how to develop that relationship with visitors now. Visitors coming to the Midwest market are looking for hotels now, restaurants now, locations and special spaces to visit, highlights in the area already now. They're planning their events, they're planning their schedule to come to St. Joseph in Kansas City.
Segura said that over 100,000 people are expected to visit Missouri, and the quicker they develop the relationship with the World Cup audience, the better the payoff will be when the time comes.